Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. It's been so long! We'll just do this color palette, whatever it is, because we would need to do another color palette than the one that we used last time. It's been so long, I apologize. So basically, two things happened, alright? One, I went in on the, the Pajama Sam hype train, and did a big ol' live stream with Plunger, and after that I was like, this is the content for the channel for a little bit. So if you haven't seen it, and you're like, where's the World of Horror? Where's Webweaver? Where's the content? I don't know what's going on, I'm scared! If that was your reaction, as unrealistic though it may be, if that was your reaction, you can check out the Pajama Sam race. I uploaded mine in 3 parts. Plunger uploaded his as a full VOD, and twice. One of them has more views than the other, but they're the same video. I don't know how YouTube didn't kill him, because, you know, I accidentally uploaded the same World of Horror episode twice, and do you know how many errors that I got? You know how many, you know how much of a stink the YouTube studio page made of that? Huh? Anyways, double standards. Different creators are held to different standards, it's true. Now, listen, we haven't played this game in 80 years. I'm going for a jury run. It's true, I'm going for a jury run. It's class 1980X, and we're going for all perks. It's an all-perks jury run with a random backstory, so you already know we're playing Eldritch Parasite. Now, I do have some good news. I was not completely dead for no reason. First of all, I've been experimenting with new audio things. So, first of all, there's one thing that I really like, and that is that I am now recording through beta OBS features. So if there's a little bit of jankiness with the audio, one, please let me know, because I don't actually have time to review this video before I upload it. I just gotta upload it immediately if I want it to be out on time. Sorry. So if there's any new, like, janky audio issues, please let me know. You are the beta testers. This is OBS beta, and I'm not testing the features. You are by watching the video. Okay, let's just calm it down a little bit. Sorry, I got that adrenaline in me right now. I will do, no, I don't want to do Herald with the Shattered Core. I don't want you to do Yagath Egg. You know what? It's heating up in here. It is. Fatalist? Oh god. Oh no, that's even worse. Actually, no it's not. No, it's not. I take that back. I'm sorry. Sometimes you say words that you should never say, and then they're out there forever on the internet, and people will hold you to that. 10 years later, I'm sorry. I can only apologize after what I just said. Fatalism is not worse than Eldritch Parasite. I'll be saying that every year. People will be bringing it up randomly. I'll think that I've escaped it 6 years later. Webweaver, that one time that you said Fatalism was worse than Eldritch Parasite, well, what do you have to say to your fans who thought better of you? I'm sorry, okay? I was a different person back then. Sorry. I do throw the notes away. Get this shit out of my face. Nobody said that I'd be reading today. Get this trash out of my face. But yeah, no, some really cool new OBS audio features where you can record directly the game audio and direct application audio. So right now I have it set up to where it's recording Discord, game capture, and microphone, and it's only taking audio from those things. So one of the things that I could do, and I'll demonstrate right now, because I think it's cool. Although I won't be able to, you know, actually, enjoy the music because, well, I'm also listening to the World of Horror, whatchamacallit. But, you know, if I were just to start to play, Tribute to, Cuperoceres. Cuperoceres? I don't know, it's like some ancient squid thing, right? I'm listening to the song, right? But you aren't. Although maybe you can hear it from my headphones because it's so loud. Is that true? Hold on. I'm gonna get a copyright strike for this. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. I need to mess with the audio settings more. I'm sorry. But I have not been absent from YouTube for 3 days for no reason. One, you have a brand new series that is already fully pre-recorded, and the first 2 episodes are rendered. That'll be starting this week. Second, Final Fantasy VI and Noja are coming back next week. Third, whatchamacallit? How did I forget the third freaking announcement? Oh yeah, I recorded a special, this is a secret fourth thing, but the reason why I'm so, like, hyped up right now and energetic is I just finished recording a 3-hour gauntlet of Limbus Company, the Refraction Railway 4. I had never done it before, and there's a lot of rewards to do, so you get to see me fight for my goddamn life in a timed turn-based combat zone, where it is just an endless gauntlet with my beloved charge team that I brute force everything in the game with. Feet Princess Rhodian. But yeah, no, I'm not happy with my new audio settings because, so here's the thing, right? I'm very stupid. So after the Pajama Sam stream, Plunger told me about all these cool new beta features in OBS, and in order to enable them, you have to disable your global audio devices, which is what I had. And when I did that, what that ended up doing was deleting all of my filters. So right now, I probably sound a little bit different. Some of the wah heads in chat might be able to hear that I do sound significantly different than I used to, or maybe just a little bit different. We're out here almost dying for a crumb of funds. What the hell is wrong with you? We're gonna die. I don't wanna get rid of flashbacks for 8% of the horror meter. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So I am gonna have to figure out how to fix all this shit. Cause like I was drinking what is this? A superior hydration, like body armor. I bought it off of Amazon. It's all right. It's strawberry banana flavored, if you're curious. It's pretty good. It's all right. I like coconut water. I like flavored coconut water. That is essentially what this is, with basically no difference. It's just flavored coconut water with, like, added, like, electrolytes, which is, like, I don't know. It's like magnesium, right? Like, electrolytes are just, like, minerals? Is that true? Is that real? Yeah, it's like vitamins and yeah, magnesium. That's a mineral. That's a rock. But when I was drinking from it, you could hear the splishing and splashing of the liquid in the bottle, right? And it's like you used to not be able to hear that. My filters were immaculate, and I threw them to the wayside in the process of chasing new technology. What the hell is wrong with me, huh? Why did I do that? I'm such a mean person. What is this? Oh, this is Medusa, isn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna die. Okay, so this is Medusa, right? So that means that we need some sort of advantage. It's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I can't complain about that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good advantage. Like, yeah, the horror meter's gonna suffer for a little bit, but, and by a little bit, I mean it's just gonna suffer completely, but it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it. We're just practicing our clutch strats. This is really gonna help out when we have to handcuff Akamanto later. You're goddamn right it is. Except we have, like, the wrong... we do have the wrong... muscle memory. I mean, we might as well just keep one of each, Not really any point to doing anything else. Do I dare do this? I mean, it's, like, the best possible thing I could do, but also, like, the worst possible thing I could do. You know what I mean? You ever think about that? I don't know why that's, like, the word of the week. I just say that a lot. So, on the bright side, 26 max health is, like, not that bad. On the downside, I mean, we can, like, Book of Gore this, right? We also have, flesh regrowth, but... yeah, it's fine. I don't even know if we need to... I don't even know if we need to Book of Gore this. I think we're okay. But I will say, one of the things that is messing with the banter engine is I had these filters so immaculately set up to where... and, you know, obviously it's not Plunger's fault at all. I'm the one who got rid of the audio device and then, you know, deleted my own filters. Not Plunger's fault at all. Although he did apologize over it. But it is not his fault. I did not ask him to apologize. But, you know, it was like... it made it to where, like, if I leaned back too far, you wouldn't be able to hear me very well. But I think, like, I'm looking at the audio bar right now on the microphone. It's going into the yellow range. That's getting dangerously close to, like, causing the audio to crack, right? So you can hear a lot more than you used to be able to hear, and that's making me a little bit self-conscious. Like, it is going to negatively impact the trout population, I'm so sorry to say. It's true, it's true. You know, the, I guess I just completely, like, was dead during the Game Awards, huh? So what do I think about the Game Awards? Listen, I wanted Balatro to win, but as long... Astrobot's fine, too. I was going... listen, I like FromSoft games, and because of the new one, I am going to have to go back to playing Elden Ring. Because if you're telling me that they're introducing, in, like, the standalone game, they're introducing, like, Sekiro clashing mechanics and bosses from the old games, like the Nameless King and the Centipede Demon, I gotta play Elden Ring for my boy, the Nameless King. The Nameless King is one of my favorite fights in the game. Like, it's one of my... not the game, one of my favorite fights in the series. Alright, my favorite fight in Dark Souls 3, and one of my favorite fights in the series, is the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. I think she's one of the coolest fights. I love the rhythm. I love how the fight goes. Absolutely adore that fight. And then, you know, you've got... we're just gonna ignore it. That's fine. You know, and then the Nameless King. Love the Nameless King. Absolutely adore the Nameless King. The Nameless King is so fun. Absolutely, I love the Nameless King. And so if they're bringing the Centipede Demon back, you know, I'll say hi to an old friend, but an old acquaintance, an old, like, you know, you're going to the high school reunion, you see them, you wave, you make a little bit of small talk, and then you kind of, like, just mosey on, you know what I mean? But, like, the Nameless King, you're goddamn right. Absolutely. This is another, like, awful boss mystery. Like, right, like, back to back, you know what I mean? Ooh, Book of Gore for free? Don't mind if I do. You would lie to me on the day of my daughter's wedding? What the hell is wrong with you? But, you know, I gotta play Elden Ring for my boy, the Nameless King. I really do. I love the Nameless King. Sorry, did I say that already, like, 8 times? My bad, my bad. It's only, like, gonna get repeated, like, 7 more times throughout the entire course of the video. But, regardless... if they're bringing back old bosses, and then they're bringing, like, the... I love Sekiro, okay? I probably have the controversial take that Sekiro is one of my favorite From Software games. If they're bringing that shit back, and they're bringing, like, old bosses, like, imagine if they bring... like, I'm trying to think of, like, bangers, you know, like they bring Slave Knight Gale, Dark Eater Midir, a cool boss from Dark Souls 2. No, I'm joking. The, I actually do forget his name, funny enough, but the samurai guy, who, you can fight him flawlessly, and he has, like, a unique death animation. That guy's a really cool boss from Dark Souls 2. And... yeah, sorry. I think it would be really funny if they brought back that one boss. Because Elden Ring had that thing where you, like, go in the dungeon, and then you have, like, a silly boss, right? There was one boss in Dark Souls 2. Well, obviously the Pursuer, right? How could I forget the Pursuer? The Pursuer should absolutely... if they're putting old game bosses in there, the Pursuer. But, like, you go into a tiny room, and it's, like... it's those stupid bastards who are like the jumping bosses where they like jump up and down from like the first story to the second story. Those annoying guys. That would be pretty funny. And then like Dark Souls 1, you could probably do like what would be a good boss from Dark Souls 1? I mean, I really like the Iron Golem. You could honestly, since it's like a co-op survival game, it'd be pretty cool if there's like one area that's like a really high up like scaffolding area and you just get like jumped and there's like every path on the scaffolding has like an iron golem shooting like an air slash at you, and then you and your friends have to like trip the iron golems up so they fall off to their death. That was a really cool unique mechanic. That was a really neat thing. Probably like hydras too, like just shooting you from the water's edge for fun. That'd be great. This shit's awesome, dude. I'm excited. Like, here's the thing. I'm one of those people who's not an Elden Ring Andy, okay? I'm not an Elden Ring Andy. I'm not a big fan of Elden Ring. I'm not an Elden Ring person, okay? But I'm looking at that DLC, and I'm like, that shit is so cool. Like, I'm unironically looking at that, and it's not even DLC, it's a standalone game. I'm looking at that, and I'm like, that shit's awesome. You know, like, that is really, really cool. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. We lived. Mangled Hand does suck, though. That's okay, that's okay. So this is doing 7 damage, by the way. So, you know, hilariously enough. Go, my monkey wrench. Alright, we're fine. We're okay. We're just fighting for fun. We're fighting for fun. Deft handling again for the 2nd time in a row, and we're joined by 2 more eco perks. Whatever. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. It's not my responsibility. It's not my fault. Get me out of here. Can we go to the hospital? We can. Now, we have to let Kana die. I'm sorry, we have to let Kana die. We do. It's true. If you're looking at this and you think that we should let Kana live after my glorious on your own stats have been taken away, I don't know what to tell you. I'm very sad. Get rid of this, and we only had 1 injury. Well, that's fine, I guess. Fine enough. But, yeah, no, for Game of the Year, listen, at the end of the day, the Game Awards, I have mixed feelings about the Game Awards, right? I'll get into that later, I suppose. Might as well. But, the thing is, right, I didn't want DLC to win Game of the Year, and I didn't want, like, a cinematic, like, action movie game to win Game of the Year. They're not bad. They're not bad. I'm sure if I played the game, I would really like it. I'm sure I would really like it. But I just... And here's the thing. The games that started this, like The Last of Us, and, I guess The Last of Us was really the progenitor of it all, wasn't it? But, like, listen. I am a big fan of cinematic games. I think they're great. I think they have an awesome place in the industry. But, man, I just really don't like what, I just really don't like what like, every game, well, not every game, but, like, whenever I see a game that's like, oh yeah, we're an awesome cinematic game, it's just like, it's not as good as it could be, you know? Like, the thing about a game, to me, is that, you know, the game is a very important aspect of it. And I know I'm being pretentious. I'm sorry, I'm being pretentious. They're absolutely awesome. They have their place in gaming. There's not a doubt in my mind that's like that, right? Not a doubt in my mind. But the fact that The Last of Us came out, and, like, every AAA Sony game except for Astrobot, basically, is, like, some hyper-realistic tech demo sort of, like, you know, narrative game. And then when they do, like, remakes, it's like, you know, look at all of our cool technology. And it's like, it's cool, it's cool. I'm glad there's a company pushing the bounds of, like, what video games are. I just wish... Oh, rare male Kana? Yo, let's go, bro, Kana. But like, I don't know. Listen. I liked The Last of Us 1, and I liked all of the Uncharted games, and I liked Dad of Boy. I liked God of War 4. I liked Dad of Boy, and I would probably like Dad of Boy 2 or God of War 5 or whatever, if I played it, you know? But a lot of games are just trying to do that, you know? A lot of games from a lot of major studios, and it's like, I'm glad that somebody's pushing the technology forward, but also, like, you know, it would be really cool. You know, it would be really cool is if they were pushing the gameplay forward, too, instead of just press, like, square to light attack and press triangle to counter, and, you know, you have, like, the normal enemies who you just button mash against, and then you have the brute enemies who you have to, like, counter or hit with, like, a stunning heavy attack in order to get through. Like, come on, guys, the Arkham Asylum game did this, like, back in, what, like, 2009? And this is all you can give me? Oh, but you can make the kill animation look hyper-realistic to the point where the people working in the game got PTSD from how violent it was and how they had to watch, like, real live leak videos of people getting killed so that they could make it the gore as realistic as possible. That's not what I want for my games, man. That's not what I want for my games. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm washed. Maybe I'm old. Maybe I'm washed. They're good games. They're good games. They have merit. They deserve to exist. It's not what I want from my video games. You know what I'm saying? And listen, when they were like, listen, I think the Game Awards can best be summed up, and I think Jeff Keighley would secretly agree with me, okay? Is if you go back and you watch it, right? They had 2 holy shit game announcements. And those holy shit game announcements were Okami 2 and the new Naughty Dog game. Whatever the hell it's called. It was kind of like a generic name. I don't really remember what it was called. It was like Galactic something. But basically, when Okami 2 was the thing that Jeff Keighley clearly cared about the most. But it was the least popular of the 2, so it got announced first. And so you can really see it. Like, when Jeff Keighley was introducing Okami 2, he struggled to, like, read the rehearsed script, and he, like, literally almost cried on stage. And it's like, bro cares about video games. Very clearly, he cares about video games. He obviously cares about video games. But, like, then immediately after, like, they got a literal drum roll. They literally got a drum roll for Okami 2. And Okami 2 is beautiful, by the way. I played Okami 1 back in the day. It's a goated game. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I think we just skipped this mystery because, you know, the horror meter and whatnot. We can fully heal and it would be funny. We get +1 damage from the Geologist. But, like, immediately after Okami 2, they do the Game of the Year thing. And then they announce, like, but wait, we have one more thing. Because, you know, everybody loves the wait, we have one more thing bit. It's a good bit. And then they announce this new game. And I was immediately skeptical. Because of one reason and one reason alone. Product placement. Like, immediately product placement. Like, it's very shallow and not, like, it's, okay. Retro sci-fi, where everything looks like it's from the 80s or the 90s. Inspired by the 2 anime, that, you know, the 2 anime that literally everything is inspired by. Like Cowboy Bebop and Akira. I think it was Cowboy Bebop and Akira, right? And it has IRL real product placement, like, immediately. Like, we're seeing Porsche, we're seeing Sony, we're seeing real-world music bands, and I'm like, okay, this game's gonna be very, very pretentious. Like, this game is going to be extraordinarily pretentious. Like, just immediately right off the bat, this game is going to be pretentious. And the thing is, Naughty Dog, directed by Neil Druckmann. I'm sorry. I'm out. 1.3 seconds. That's... I was immediately skeptical. I'm skeptical of our chances of winning this fight if we keep missing. But, like, oh my god, man. I just... It's something else, you know? It's something else. Like, listen, I'm a Neil Druckmann disrespector because I liked the writer that he forced out of Naughty Dog. I liked her work a lot. And I'm... The Last of Us 1 is good. It's just that, you know... I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm Neil Druckmann's biggest hater. I'm Neil Druckmann's biggest hater. It's true. Actually, that's not true. That's not even remotely close to being true. But here's the thing. I hate Neil Druckmann for creative decisions, artistic reasons, writing, and, you know, like, taking, you know, that sort of thing. Listen, I remember the original premise of The Last of Us, okay? And how the talented employees of Naughty Dog had to stop him. I remember that story. I remember that. Yeah, we just get 7 knowledge. It'll be funny. We've still got 1 more mystery to go. That's kind of crazy. You ever think about that? We're like level 8 and we have like 1 more mystery to do. It's kind of like unhinged if you think about it. Are we gonna get to 8 charisma? Probably not, but we're definitely not getting to 8 dexterity, so... Unless I get rid of the thing that's giving us -2 dexterity, but... That's an 8 on the horror meter. Why would I do that? Abnormal arms? Alright, we just cruise through this. But, you know, some people hate Neil Druckmann for very, very bad reasons. And I have to do the Mr. Incredible, you are not associated with me thing. But, what was I gonna say? I'm not gonna play it. I didn't listen. I am one of those rare... no, I'm not even gonna go with this bit. The only reason I didn't play The Last of Us 2 is that while I really, 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 really liked The Last of Us 1, I was completely and utterly satisfied, and there was nothing more that I needed from the series. So when they said The Last of Us 2, I was like, I don't need this. There was nothing about it that I needed. Because listen, I'm not immune to propaganda, okay? I'm not immune to Riot Games, new Exalted skins, $250 in a gashapon system. Absolutely awful, abysmal, I hate it. They release a Briar skin or a Lulu skin, I'm in. Every paycheck, they get a little bit of my money until I get that skin. It's true. Absolutely. Ice soup. We ice soup those. Alright, yeah, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're not getting to 8 knowledge. We're not getting to 8 knowledge. Unless we get folklore studies? I don't know. Do we have folklore? We do have folklore studies. We're not getting to 8 knowledge, chat. We're not getting to 8 knowledge. But, like, you know, it's exclusively just because I was perfectly satisfied and I was not a super fan. If I was a super fan, I'd be in. 100%. If I was a super fan of The Last of Us 1, I would 100% have played The Last of Us 2 and not liked it because I've seen a playthrough of The Last of Us 2 and I didn't like it. And so I didn't, you know, I didn't play it because I didn't like it. Also, I'm not buying a PS5. I will buy a PS5 if there's, like, Bloodborne 2, or, like, you know, Persona 6 is not going to be a PS exclusive, because Metaphor is not a PS exclusive, a PlayStation exclusive. So Persona 6 is going to come out on PC pretty quick. Like, pretty quick. Not a doubt in my mind. But, anyways, what I was going to say is, oh, Deduction, I love that perk. That's a really good perk. I'm a big fan of Deduction. Let's take it. Are we... Oh, we have Book of Gore. Who cares? Literally, we don't have to care at all. We're just gonna... It's a human jury run. You ever think about that? I literally... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The worst that can happen, literally the worst that can statistically happen, is the horror catches jury. That's it. That literally the worst that could happen, but nothing worse can happen than that. We could have gotten our knowledge back to 8. Oh my god. Oh, whoops. Oops. That's fine. We can take -3 stamina. I don't really care. What was our second enemy? You. Whoops. Even if we get both of them wrong, if we even have both of them wrong, both of them, I don't even think we get to... Well, actually, yeah, we do, because it's 10, but... Uh-oh. Second mystery. Hold on, gotta lock in. Second mystery. We did... The first mystery... It was mermaids. I remember, because it was a boss mystery. Human jury wins again, chat. But yeah, no, I'm glad Astrobot won. I wanted it to be Balatro because that would be literally the funniest thing in existence, and it would be 100% deserved. That game is insane. My game of the year is, I'm still weighing the scales, but 1000X Resist or Echo Point Nova. Both of those games are goated. Echo Point Nova is goated exclusively for the gameplay. I'm not really... You know, 1000X Resist has the better story, but, you know. Regardless, it would have been 100% deserved for Balatro, but... Anyways, I just kind of ranted about stupid garbage. Yeah, the Game Awards is very weird, because it's like, when the lead-up to the Galactic reveal, Jeff Keighley just, like, did the bit, you know, the we have one more thing bit. He didn't actually, like, he didn't break down into tears and, like, you know, sob about how beautiful the gaming industry is. He just said, here's the new Naughty Dog game. And it's like, same, brother, same. The only thing that I want is Okami 2. And, well, actually, that's not true. I want the new Joseph Ferris game. That is the thing that I'm the most excited about out of everything in the Game Awards, is I want that Joseph Ferris game. Give it to me now! Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.